average-looking white boy who can rap. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do 3 verses for you, and especially numbers 2 and 3 are a little longer, so you can deal with it. I did it for my freshmen, and they kind of glazed out. Like they can only take so many like multisyllabic words at one time, you know. But I think you guys will do better. So anyway, so the first one is just kind of ease into it. It's a little over a minute long, and this one's a little more fun, kind of battle cat and like some little few clever lines. I think you heard that this is the one I did. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And yo, I try to write rhymes that exhibit high quality. My pen's named Odysseus. My rhyme book's the Odyssey.
Oh.
You win in this Medusa. Hard to visualize. I'm not a rapper, I'm a teacher. Education is my enterprise. I minimize the flow and use negative spaces like this. Concepts form the basis. I won't show complacency. I'm not stagnant. Beyond Homo sapien, you suck at Cro-Magnon. Witness the revolt that was begun by a peasant. I travel to the future to rock throwbacks from the present. Because time is how humans interpret God's reality. You can't question me, but I can question causality. You rap casually, so your rhyme looks like a text. LOL be number 4, I'm finished, later you get blessed. It's like I'm Bassanio. Your mind's the leaden casket, so you're open. When I'm flowing, if I live it, then I rap it. If I see it, then I feel it. If I feel it, then I write it. If I write it, it's a rap. I leave synapses excited. You can't actually touch me like a Jason Adams, like Bart Simpson thinking about one hand clapping. If an MC rhymes in the booth and no one feels it, is it existence or the disappearance of his spirit? Every line that I write is an existential crisis, and I'm polite to old ladies, so they'll say that I'm the nicest. I'm also the precisest with words. I mean with diction. I'm the reason why you slow down and experiment. I'm friction. The years measure my life just like the bars measure music. Out rhyming you with Geico, because a caveman could do it. I'm bigger than the ribs that Fred Flintstone got at drive-thrus. You never thought of rhymes like this, but often I do. Combine philosophy with battle raps and do it well. So when I write, I am communicating with my future self. Like Bassanio, your mind's a leaden casket, so you're open.
Yeah,
Come on.
okay.
Okay, so like I said, that was, and again, I don't know what that term means to you, but that was like more battle cat, more just like kind of clever lyrics. So this one is like very kind of philosophical. So I don't know what you guys will think of this one.
What's philosophical?
It's very deep.
Oh, all right.
Better term, you know. This one's deep. All right.
Be quiet, you guys.
Okay, so yeah. You gotta really think about this one. All right.
Ready?
I was. Yo, I float upon an ocean of meaning, and my craft is a raft that I craft from emotions and feelings. Existence does not consist, as Mark Twain said, of events, but instead it is the storm within your head. It's the lightning of experience, thunder of reflection. Questions lead to answers, answers lead to questions. Subatomic thoughts that travel synaptic channels, boxes without lids, cases without handles. The human mind is both of these, limitless and bounded, infinite and grounded, alone and surrounded, significant and pointless, important yet worthless, poignantly delighted, confident but nervous. Perception is defined by the limits placed upon it, a true MC that eats haikus and dreams in sonnets. Rhyme scheme is iambic, but it's not pentameter, not digital professional, but analog and amateur. The beat of the percussion is echoed in the bloodstream. Our DNA is dirty. We're trying to get our blood clean. And one thing's for sure, that nothing is for certain. It seems the truth and power have a mutual aversion. Small plants grow in the shadows of large buildings, and one man's floor is just another man's ceiling. One woman's defeat can be another's victory. Dichotomies define both our thinking and our history. So why must this be the opposite of that? My rhymes deconstruct the so-called logic in your raps. We need to think outside of the cliché. Visualize when tomorrow is today. The past is passé. Besides, our whole conception of time is too linear. Mind is more flexible. Mind is more bendier. Existence is cyclical, wrapped up from a past life. Similes like darkness. My metaphors are flashlights. To find truth, close your eyes and just think. You might fall asleep every time that you blink. We die every evening and are born every morning, so we try to stay alive in the rhymes that we're recording. The dream world is another life. One day you won't awake, and the memories you built are the reality you'll face. Our lives are like a library with 1,000 shelves. Every day we add a text. It's the amalgam of the self.
Oh.
Pretty nerdy stuff, but good. All right.
I like that. You want to put on the CD?
Yeah. I'm actually
Still recording.
Oh, you got to
All right.
bump it in the car?
Okay, so.
We're watching it. I remember that.
After recording. Alright, you can go.
Okay, so this is the last one, and this is like the most intense one, and this is about the school. So, you know, this is what I do, and this is what I care about, and you guys know that, so this is like where it comes out. And as you know, that's part of the reason why, unfortunately, I'm leaving, because I need to learn more about how different types of schools work. I hope that made sense. That was my, in my explanation. So, so just for me to do this, like in my classroom for my students, is like almost a spiritual experience. It's very deep for me. So, regardless of what it means to you. So, okay, I think I know this one by heart, like the first one. So, okay. Was it the whole Bruce Lee, like?
Yeah.
All right, so no. All right. Hey, yo, I'm about to fix the schools. It's not rocket science. We need more rocket scientists produced in public schools. A system that consists most consistently of rules. Instead of nouns and consonants, contemplate the consequence. It's common sensible. Reduce the size of classes. It's like your dad's decided you just purchased some glasses. Clarity of vision not difficult to accomplish, but decision-making power of the teachers was absconded. Fix this and pay them more. Assign them an advisory. They get to know the students, get to show them how their life could be. New books would be a benefit. So would new facilities. Interactive technologies to amplify soliloquies. The students are the greatest resource God has ever given. My rhymes can only partially address it, even written. So written on a post-it note on the monitor on my desk is a quote that I wrote in marker. On the note it says, if you plant for a year, plant rice. If you plant for 10 years, plant trees. If 100, educate people. Since vouchers segregate people is very obvious. The injury intended for the schools is hella ominous. The No Child Left Behind Act must be sarcastic, because I see them left behind every day. This shit is drastic. Their food wrapped in plastic, nutrition that they're given not dissimilar to the pedagogical decisions that are factory-made and prepackaged, market-driven, not intended for connection with their hearts or inner wisdom. Why do I know freshmen who surpass me in maturity but won't graduate high school? Inequity is a certainty. If your family just moved here and home life is stressful, you try to learn a new language. See if you're successful. You can't assess lives with bubbles and lead pencils. History draws the outline. The system is a stencil. So back to the question of how schools should be structured. At this juncture, it's appropriate to break the rhyme scheme. Say what I mean. It takes two things, a change in economics and a change in our philosophy. Because policies based largely on economic philosophy will naturally protect economics philosophically. In other words, rich parents privilege rich children, which is understandable, but it's a zero-sum system. Short term, if I'm just for mine, it's to my benefit. But long term, a society is damned by its sediments. The leader of the revolution is now in second grade. May she one day grow to change this system in which she was made.